that was supposed to be Hail Columbia, not Stars and Stripes Forever, leading us in. This is the wrong song. But besides that, we are here with the Gundam Vidar, voted on by you. And actually, it looks like we're gonna have a good opportunity for a lot of panel lining, I've noticed. Whoop. Because as I was checking it out before stream, you know, getting it out of its bags and whatnot, I found that, firstly, we're gonna probably paint the black instead of using stickers, because these are a lot of stickers, and I don't want to do them. Ooh, kind of reflective, but not the most reflective, it's fine. But there's a lot of panel lining opportunity for this boy. As you can see, these are pretty thick, and we're going to be doing what we did with the Bogu, and we're going to be using the Prussian blue again. We're going to be using the dark Prussian blue again. And I think for the painting, we're probably just going to be using Vallejo black. And I don't know what this red is for the stickers, but I do have some red Gundam. I do have some Gundam red for that. And I'm actually missing a paint. I just realized I don't. Where's my red for Char? We need the Gundam red, not the red for Char. But I appear to be missing my Char paint, which is just a dark red. I think we're just gonna get right into it, and a lot of these we can just do on the sprues themselves. We have plenty of drip feed. And also I was able to, before stream, actually part of the reason stream started slightly late was because I was actually watching Gundam X, and I didn't want to rush the start of stream. So I just put stream back a little, but there's a lot of opportunity for panel lining, and there's a lot of nice large parts in this kit too. Also not too hard on the polycaps as well. Yeah, this kit has me pretty optimistic. There. I would like to. And I'd like to link out to any one on Twitch to the person who rated us last week. They also do model kits. They're another VTuber who does model kits. They appear to have a 3D model kit, but have Sif. And you might want to check him out. I've not had a chance to check him out for myself, but he looks interesting nonetheless. Whoop. Well, let's just look at the instruction manual. Let's see how complicated this guy's gonna feel. I hate these fold-out instruction manuals, but I think he's gonna have a few steps to him. But not the most. He has a lot. Can I just say I love the fact that he just straight up has pistols? It's such a nice little touch. I love how that's one thing I love about Iron-Blooded Orphans is how they use ballistics and physical rounds still. It's so clean. Actually, I think we're also going to use some purple. I think it might be nice to use some purple on some of these dark areas. Like, I think these are like Vernier pipes, so I think it might be... Sorry. I think it might be nice to use purple to accent some of these darker areas. There is one issue with that idea. Oh no, I still have some more. I have some more mixing jars. Ooh. Okay. So we can dilute some more paint if we need to do fill type. Okay. Let us start. I was gonna say let's start with A, but actually let's. Actually, no, let's start with A. I want to start with the blue, but I actually want to start with the poor type. Let's just get into it. I was going to start off stream by talking about the two... There's so much in Gundam X. It's one of my favorite things about it. It's like, even in episodes that are quote-unquote filler, they're not filler, they're episodes that explore the characters, but... I got to the episodes that explore, I don't remember their names, I'm terrible with the names. So I'm just gonna call them Pretty Boy and Fly Boy. for, you know, the womanizer and the guy, you know, who pilots the flying Gundam. Because I'm just terrible with the names and I'm not going to get their names right anyways. But it was a nice episode. It's pure character work. It's nothing. It has like nothing to do with the story, so to speak. It's just purely just flushing out them as characters. And it's really nice because one really nice element is how like the whole episode is just like we just follow the womanizer around like as kind of like a side piece to the story, because like the real story is the character work with Flyboy and his family. We're just following him around. He's just going from like woman to woman, going like, I've been missing you, you know, like I'm on leave, here's a rose. And it's just woman after woman after woman after woman of just like this guy just has like a woman in every town, probably multiple women per town. Just absolutely incorrigible. But then his story ends with him just going to like a cemetery and actually going to his like one true love, and it's just like, oh, well, that took a turn. But I'm gonna see if I can just brush this on and be a little liberal with the with this, because if it makes the pipe darker, I think that'll look fine. But Flyboy's story was also good because it's just, well, there's about, actually I thought it was gonna be way more stereotypical than it did, because I thought like, oh, because it starts off with like showing like a farming town being attacked by mobile suits. So I was like, oh, Seven Samurai but Gundam? No. And then I was like, oh, what's gonna happen is because his family like hates mobile suits, he's gonna be disowned when it's like when he saves his village. No, it literally just it's just him learning, you know, to like that his family's moving on after the death of his father, and he, you know, needs to move on as well. And it's like, oh, so it's just actually like a good message and like really good. Is this good work? It's like, yeah. It was just a good character work episode for both of them. Even though the womanizer was more kind of like a diversion overall in the story, he still had his own kind of emotional center by the end of it. Gundam X is just really good. Also, Flyboy's mom is a MILF. So, you know, there's also always that for, you know, the more degenerate members of my audience. You know, I'm looking out for you, chat. Also, the new stepdad of Flyboy literally just looks like my character model, but old. Like, I might actually get the image up real quick. Let me see if I can. Do I have a pre-existing image capture? Yes, I do. Okay. Browse. It'd be under screenshots. I'm just gonna get this dude up for you. There he is. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have already seen this, but how big is this gonna be? Ah, that's taking up the whole shot, but look at that dude! It's the mustache, but still. Oh, look at that dude, chat. If it wasn't for the fact that I've already established my dad is built like a shit brick house, I would say that's what my dad looks like. Oh no, but I guess I just have to settle with that's just what I'm gonna look like when I'm old. So many pipes on this guy. Luckily they can just be drip fed. And it seems that just brushing it on isn't causing any meaningful discoloration to the rest of the plastic, which I'm happy about. I had to be sometimes the plastics they use you have to be super careful with, and you literally can't do it like this. Like I was mentioning how we're going to be doing some of the same things we did for the the Bugu. And the Bugu, I would not be able to do this because it would actually discolor the plastic by doing this. But it looks like this is a little more resilient. Also gonna really pop. I think I need to refill my lighter fluid. Let me check. Where is my lighter fluid? Every stream. Old you're old. Oh my god, dude. Don't remind me of the fact that like a fucking VTuber artist said that my character model looked middle-aged. It's the mustache, bro. My character model is specifically designed to look late 20s, early 30s, but the mustache... People always see mustaches and they add like 5 to 10 years because of it. I ain't got no grays on the side, bro. I ain't that old. Oh my god. Let's see here. This is a really panel line friendly build in all honesty. Like, not only is the plastic pretty resilient, so you can just literally just brush over it if you want to. But here, like this well, like this center point is like a really good well just to dab it in. Really happy with this build. Actually, one thing I like about VTubing is how really, like, knowing the age of VTubers can actually be, like, either really easy or super difficult. Because, as I said this I think it was last week. It might have been Sunday, but how I'm having trouble, like, finding people for Halo. And it's because, like, you just go to people and you're like, yeah, they're in the right age range. And you just find out, like, no, they're way too young or they're way too old. And you're just like, goddamn. Oh my goodness. Then again, for me though, I because of my elder brothers, I understand references that most people my age don't. Because of my family and as a whole. So maybe I'm not really the best metric for like eyeballing people by age. But I got somebody who thought I was like, what, 38 on stream once, and I had to be like, nah, dude, I'm not that old. Normally I don't confirm or deny how old I am, but I was just like, nah. that one was a bit much for me. I was like, nah, I gotta just be honest with you. Ooh. But they thought that I was that old more because they thought when I was like talking about my dog Gunner that I was talking about like a son. Ooh. Let's see here. Well, wait. Hold up, let me move chat real quick, YouTube chat down. I still have the old dude. I'm just gonna keep him there, I think. Wait, what the hell is... Oh, what is YouTube doing right now with chat, actually? Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry. YouTube, when I was moving the chat box down to the lower screen so I could read you next to Twitch, it threw all the chats to the top of chat box, and I've never seen that before. I was just right. Halo 2 multiplayer is junior high best. Oh. Halo 2, I like the multiplayer co-op and like, you know, just like versus. Like in a small setting, like with friends. I do not like online. I don't like online multiplayer with Halo 2. I like it like if you have 3 other people and you're doing split screen, really fun. I don't like the online experience, at least by the Master Chief Collection. I don't like the Master Chief Collection version of their of it. It just feels way too try hard, so it's more the players. Ooh. But Halo as a whole has good multiplayer, especially just like local multiplayer at the very least. Ooh. Classic Halo also had fun. Halo Combat Evolved also had fun split screen multiplayer. Don't know? I don't know. What don't you know? I don't even know what Halo game I'm going to be playing with Captain. It's probably going to be Halo 3 because that one's just so reliable, even though I love the story of Halo 2. It's just Halo 3 just is such a reliable game. Ooh. I have to do some light cleanup, but guy's just really forgiving. It's a really forgiving mold. Also, I think like the gray is a little darker than normal on kits, so when you do overflow a little, it's not as obvious as with other kits, which is also fairly nice. Usually, I feel like on other kits, the the frame gray is a little lighter than this. Okay. Now, let's get a paintbrush out. Which brush do I need? I think this and I think these are the right brushes that I should be using. ODST, I wasn't the biggest fan the first time I played it, but I do like it narratively. Narratively, it is pretty nice. Ooh. The whole going into hell, like the whole theme of like it literally being in like, it's not Dante's Inferno, but it has inspirations from Dante's Inferno. It's really nice. I'm almost done with the bell pepper, just missing the 4 big thingies. Yeah. Ooh. Actually, the bell pepper is something I want to make an amend to, because I said like I don't imagine it being less than a 7, and I feel like that's more because of my bias of like liking it so much because it's just a big Uber Zaku looking thing. If I had to be more honest, I think it probably is like a 7 out of 10, like in all consideration, but it is still a good mech. Though, I do have to report some tragedy happened relating to it, and that is it fell off my bookshelf. It didn't get damaged at all, but do you know what it did damage? It landed directly on my Nightingale and broke its shoulder. It broke its shoulder armor. And I was just looking at it, and I have never been more pissed in my life at a Gunpla. I decided it should be a 7 before this happened, by the way. But also just the whole like review process is a work in progress itself. But yeah, it damaged my Nightingale, and I was just so done with it when that happened. I was just like, oh my god. So, a word of advice, it is not as stable as I thought it was, because it was just standing on the bookshelf, and it just fell over. So you're going to want to be a little careful. You're going to want to, I'm going to say, if you can, flare out the back bell peppers more than you flare out the front. So that way it can, because if they're just balanced out, he can fall forward. But if they're in the back, at least he'll be falling backwards and not off wherever you're displaying him. How did it fall? It was just standing there. There was no rhyme or reason to it. It was just standing there, and it just fell. And it just fell like from the whole top of the bookshelf. Its back skirt fell off, but no damage was done to it. It just popped off. Thank goodness. It just fell off. Just literally nothing happened. Like, I wish I could give you, like, be like, oh, be careful, because it's, like, sensitive to vibration. No, it just fell. It just fell. It's wiggity whack, bro. So you might want to put it on a stand, but also remember that it is a very big boy, and it will need a master grade stand. Because it is probably like the size. It's probably heavier, so it's more massive, but it's probably about the size of the, like, say, F91 master grade. It wouldn't surprise me. I do have an F91 master grade, and I really want to build it. I just don't know when I should do that. I need a finer brush. I also need water to clean out my brush. Crap. Mistake has been made. I forgot the water again. Hold up. I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably gonna have to actually like scrape some of that off or clean, because I think it's too dry to clean off now, but I'm gonna have to work that later. But it feels like way too thin of a brush, but I'm gonna have to try this one. Maybe it was Marita's new type ghost trying to I don't fucking know, man. It just yeah, but I cannot tell you how upset I was, because I've said on many occasions, I'll get my head back in a moment, the Nightingale is my favorite, not only high grade, but Gunpla I have built so far. So I was able to fix it. But it causing any damage to it just made me beside myself. Like I was just like, it was literally that situation where you're just sitting there looking at it, and you're just like, you just have the most pissed expression on your face, but you're like not saying or doing anything. You're just sitting there, and you're like, it's not its fault. It's literally an inanimate object, but you're also thinking, fucking hate this thing. I'm over it now, but frick me. Hopefully we can put this on the back, so hopefully that's a hold on. Hopefully this is like something we can put on the back of him, so even because I think even after we clean it up, it's still probably not going to look the best. Ah, frick. Yeah, that is the perfect size. I need to post my art from yesterday's stream. I might actually post it. I'm not going to post the Tomoe under Tomoe's art tag because it's a very simple sketch. But I might post the Pippa art that I did under Pippa's art tag. God, that Pippa was just so depressing, but also pretty good because it is literally a doomer. We just made Pippa look like she was recovering from some bad stuff. Let me see here. Oh my God! Actually, the episode that the screenshot that's in the corner is from. Flyboy, when he sees like a mobile suit in his hometown, it's actually like the equivalent of like a gun cannon of a gun tank. Like he literally like stops the car and pulls out like, I didn't get a good look at the gun, but he pulls out like a revolver, like a Magnum, like a 44 Magnum, and all I can think is just like, bro, that's a mobile suit. I know that's a literal hand cannon, but like, even that is not gonna damage a mobile suit. But my God, bless your heart for just being like, a mobile suit, pull out giant ass pistol. Also, where were you keeping that? Was that in your giant flight jacket? Good point. Good point. Good point. That would be where you'd keep it. Okay, this is really messy. I'm not happy with how messy that was. Oh. Oh. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. With this paint, you can literally just run your finger over top of it. Oop. Because if you say make a mistake like that, because the recessed paint won't come up, you can just do that and it'll come off with the glove. I forgot about that. This part's still gonna have to need some work after stream, but oh! Well, we spilled some of our paint, chat. Let me clean that up real quick. That's a bummer. Ooh, you gotta eat. Okay, you get some rest, buddy. Ooh, you get some rest, buddy. I had a nice siesta earlier today, and actually one of the things I like about this later start time is, ooh, I don't have to worry about, like, if I have a siesta, it running into stream time, which was a problem in the past. Ooh, it wasn't like a long siesta, it was only like an hour long, but ooh, it was definitely needed. I actually just kind of felt mopey for some reason. Huh? Actually wondering, waiting to see if that one guy who's into Mazinger is gonna be here today, because I have some good news for him, because I actually saw Mazinger at Hobby Lobby, and I want to share that with him. Ooh. F for the blue paint. I got it cleaned up mostly. It's still mostly in there, so I already mixed it up, so luckily we lost a proportionate amount of paint and water. Ooh, so we don't have to remix anything, at the very least. That is so clean. God, that looks great on camera, actually. Sorry for getting a little loud there. Oh my god, also, I don't want to complain, but it's YouTube, so I'm just gonna say it. YouTube, I have realized, like, the reason I have not been getting notifications for YouTube subs and whatnot is because YouTube is not actually updating my sub count until 3 to 4 days after I get a sub. And that's why that's happening. Because I was like, I actually went into the analytics, and I realized the analytics showed that, like, I was, like, the subs that I thought I got yesterday, I got, like, 2 days ago. And I was like, you gotta be fucking... And I looked at, like, the subs I got before that were, like, all of them are offset by anywhere from 24 to 48 hours from, like, them registering in the analytics and them actually being shown on the channel. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, so YouTube, like, YouTube doesn't even know can't even, like, keep up with... I don't want to say can't keep up with it, because it's not like I'm getting a shitload of subscribers. It's just that YouTube just can't do shit. Let's see here. So sorry about that, because apparently I've been thanking people for subscribing like a day late. And on that note, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed over the weekend. Ooh. I was gonna say that yesterday, but I thought it would be a little inappropriate to do to open the collab that way. So thank you for over the weekend, whether the Subnautica and drawing or the most dangerous game, or even yesterday's stream. If you came by and, you know, dropped a follow or a subscription. I don't think I got any follows, but I did get some subs on YouTube. There we go. And let me see here. I'm gonna have to take this off screen to see what is going on here. Okay, I'm gonna need to do something a little special for that. I won't be able to... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to panel-line these today, because they're at a weird angle, and I might have to wait to... Actually, I will wait to panel-line these until it's built, because they're literally conjoined, so that it's gonna look awkward if I don't. I've learned that lesson the hard way. Ooh. Also, okay, wait. In the other episode of Gundam X that I watched, things happen, but I don't think anything is gonna I don't think anything's gonna compete with the fact that does dolphins appear and save the day? But you might be like, what do you mean dolphins appear and save the day? I mean exactly what I just said. Some bad guys fire torpedoes at our heroes because it's a water battle, and then a bunch of dolphins come up. They go... they just start going... around the torpedoes. The torpedoes go like lose tracking and just like go off into nowhere and explode. And it's just, you're just watching that scene and you're like, Gundam X, you have so much. All I can think is Gundam X, you have so much goodwill. Because, like, what I just watched is absolute bullshit. I know what it was absolutely absurd. But I'm actually curious as to, like, what is the explanation to this? Were those new type dolphins or something? And chat, yes, they were new type dolphins. Because then Tifa at night goes out and, like, literally talks with the dolphins. And I'm just like... Firstly, amazing goodwill that you're just doing this. And I'm just like, okay, I'm accepting it. But also... I forgot that in the 90s, dolphins were known as pure innocent creatures. That is no longer the case. Because I'm just like watching this episode and like she just goes to swim with the dolphins and I'm just like, that's not a good idea. They're gonna bully you. They're gonna try to drown you. They're dolphins. They are a-holes. Dolphins had great PR. Oh my god. Oh, that's awful. Had great PR in the 90s. I swear to god they did. I swear to god they did. Now the Prussian blue is looking even better on this than it was on the Bogu. Though the Bogu I was only able to use it for like the panel lining on the pipes. I'm not really surprised that it looks so much better here. I'm gonna wait for that to dry a little bit and then clean it up. Because the finger method is surprisingly effective. Is that the eyes? Those are the eyes. God, I want to try to color the eyes, but I think we're just gonna have to do stickers. But, 1 minute. Let me check your mouth vents. Oh no. I feel like making the mouth vents purple might be a bit much, but if I'm already making these parts purple, I feel like it might lose continuity if I don't. I'm not gonna put purple on the beam rifle because I think it'll look like an energy weapon then, and I'm pretty sure his beam rifle, his rifle, because I'm pretty sure this is still a ballistic weapon, even though it looks like a beam rifle. I can't quite remember. It might be a beam rifle. They start introducing like more beam-focused weaponry in the end of the series, but it's still mostly ballistics. I think, don't they have like anti-beam coating in Iron-Blooded Orphans, but it actually works? I think that's the case. And the reason they have anti-beam armor is because the mobile armors, which were pretty much AIs in their universe, that ran amok, used beam weapons. Okay. I'm gonna need to get a paper towel out. Hopefully, it doesn't suck out what's already been filled in. But let me get this out real quick. Honestly, if I ever got like a 2.0 model, I'd probably use the picture in the upper left-hand corner as one of the references for like getting more of a simplified art style than I have now. But without it ending up looking cartoony. There we go. Okay. Jesus Christ, half the notes are just about the dolphins, even though the dolphins appear in like the last few minutes of the episode. Oh my god. That's also technically the beach episode. Oh my goodness. Paper towel again. As is a consequence of my own actions, I purposely overfilled it, thinking I could get away with it. Oh. I hope this paint isn't toxic, because I'm technically licking it every time I lick my finger to wetten it. So I can, pull this away. Ooh. Well, that's a minor mistake, but I'm sure we can fix it. If it is, I guess I'll just have to live with the cancer. Ooh. Yes, it's rare in the current time of yeah. I know it's rare. I know the beam weaponry is rare. But I can't remember if it's rare because it's like a techno, because they're techno regressive, or if it's because, let's mix up the next paint, or if it's because just like the mobile suits are resistant to it. I just cannot remember. Ooh. It's probably a combination of the two. Okay, let's get out another... I already have one out. Okay, let's get this out. How reflective is this? Not very reflective, luckily. Oh, do I have a dropper? Or did I lose my dropper? Crap. I need a dropper to mix it with the paint so I can thin it. Let me see if I have... so I can mix water with the paint. This is a water-soluble paint, luckily. You can get water-soluble paint, because then you don't need to get thinner. You can literally just get water. Also makes cleanup a lot easier. Let me see here. Looking... I think I have another dropper in a drawer. Let me check a drawer. Okay. I gotta say, at the beginning of the episode where I was saying like how it's like farms and fields being attacked by by mobile suits, I do have to say, it did go hard visually. Like, just having artillery pieces in, you know, the pseudo-European, like, wheat fields. That visual of just them having anti-mobile suit artillery just in between, like, the fields is one of those, like, Japanese, like, almost, like, more 80s, like, just visuals that just go so damn hard. Ah, I do have an extra dropper, so I might have to buy more. How about we stop spilling paint? That would be a really cool idea. I think that would be really cool of me, chat, if I just stopped spilling paint. You know? Oh, Lord. Actually, I'm gonna say this real quick, that I am gonna try my best to give more attention to Twitch. Because Twitch has been such an afterthought, and I'm really sorry about that to any Twitch viewers, that I'm just not doing more for you guys. I'm gonna try to do more clips and whatnot, I've said this before, but there's no reason why I should be making, like, clips from, like, YouTube videos, and then going back and doing it again with Twitch, when literally I can just go to Twitch, make the clip, then download my own clip, and then, you know, make that into a short. It's just not reasonable, and it's just stupid to be doing it that way. Not only that, but it also will force me to be more proactive because the Twitch streams go down after a week. They'll force me to be more proactive in getting those videos up. I also noticed a drip feed that we can do. Yeah, the darker nature of these is just way more forgiving. So I say that, I kind of purposely overdid it, and we're gonna have to clean that up. There's a mark right here. I'm gonna see if that needs panel lining. We're probably gonna panel line, but I just want to see what it looks like in the kit. Oh yeah, that is very prominent. I can't tell if it's black or just a really dark blue. I might save that for tomorrow. And I might have to do panel. This stream might just be panel lining. How far are we in it? Okay. I want to get started on some building, but you also know I don't like to rush the process. It's a process. You can't rush art, chat. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Also, I'm happy to say that we have not had any copyright strikes on the public domain watch-along, which means we might be able to do that more often. Ooh, just watching really old as balls movies and stuff. I'm really happy, though, to be able to say that. Because I was concerned that even though it's public domain, I was still going to get struck because Stars and Stripes get struck. There's no effect to the video or anything, even though this is literally this is like a 111-year-old recording, chat, that I'm using. But, you know, just because it's public domain doesn't mean, you know, you don't have copyright trolls, but I don't know, maybe when Christmas comes, we'll watch Miracle on 39th Street or whatever it's called. That could be nice. I know that's public domain. I actually think Pippa watched that last year for Christmas with her chat. And chat, if you weren't here yesterday, check out Atya Tepes. That's A-T-Y-A space T-E-P-E-S, the Vampire Shrimp VTuber. We collabed with her yesterday. She's a lovely person. A very calm drawing stream. So she drew a very beautiful crony, and I drew an incredibly depressed looking Pippa. There's some work that I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do. So I'm going to wait until after stream. I know some people like to have everything on stream, but I'm okay with, you know, the real fine work that isn't going to be on camera anyways, just doing that off stream. And I'm referring to, like, maybe this right here. Because I might actually want to experiment with how to fill those in. I might do, like, a brush over and then use a wipe off. But that's something that is not going to be on camera regardless. Okay. Trying to find the dark pieces that I wanted to fill in. So I was just looking at the gun, and I'm just trying to think of like what I want to do with the gun. I did not thin the paint enough. Okay, I did not thin the paint enough, and now it's dragging. Instead of coming wiped off, it's dragging, which is the worst case scenario. I'm gonna have to clean this off real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have to thin the paint a little more. I did put a lot more paint than I wanted to in here, so I'm not surprised I have to thin it a little more. But we're gonna do a little shake. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Oh, these are good. I was like, huh. I was scrolling up and I was like wondering where are my normal topics, and I was like, oh, I'm just on a Gundam X like exclusive page. I remember. Ooh. I was shaking it when I was doing this when you're supposed to do this. So it might have. So this is not. It's not gonna mite. It will have bubbles in it. So now we have added a horrendously bad complicating factor to our mix. I can't believe I made that mistake. That is a really, really, really rookie mistake to make. Ooh, even in painting. Okay. I'm really hoping I can do this on camera. Let me see there. That looks good. Let's see what this looks like to you. I think that's gonna pop, chat. It's gonna be a lighter tone than the eyes, but I think that actually is gonna be a good thing for the eyes. And if the eyes, let me see here, where are these stickers? I've lost the stickers. Oh my god, how am I this stupid? No, that's the Kshatriya stickers, which I still need to put on. I'm a terrible person. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped the stickers earlier and I... Don't forget Sonic. Fucking Sonic, bro. Sornay and Sonic. Man, he just got it. Sometimes you just... It's a tradition. You gotta draw a cursed Sonic when somebody asks you to draw a Sonic. You just have to. Oh my god. It's the law of the internet, man. You gotta forgive me for that. I ain't got nothing against Sonic at all. Unless you ask me to draw Sonic, and it has to be cursed. Did I put the stickers in here and fold it back up? No. This is what I need to do. This is why I said I need to clean my desk off, because I've just lost the stickers. And I have no clue where they could be. Again, we're painting it anyways, but I don't want to paint the eyes. I would rather do stickers for the Gunpla eyes than paint them, because it's just... I can paint a mono eye. I cannot paint Gundam eyes. They're just that little bit extra work that I just don't want to put up with. I'll have to find that off stream. It's not going to be relevant for today's stream, so it doesn't matter. Ooh. Actually, I say that, but there's a lot of painting that needs to be done. I don't know if we can actually start building today. We might just have to do the painting today. No, that can be built now. That's kind of annoying that that's not color separated, because that could have been color separated. I was just looking at the shoulder here, so that needs to be painted. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's any under. Yeah, oh my god, it's just the arms, it looks like, are just have heavy paint. Some of it's understandable that it's stickers looking at it, some of it could have been color separated. Okay, well, frick, bro. Now, why did that happen? Now, how did that happen? I need to do this off camera real quick. There we go. Okay, just had a bit of an overflow issue. up. Kind of weird, because I remember when I started this, I had really shaky hands, and I thought that, like, I would never be able to get, like, smooth painting in, but you just get better and better at it as time goes on. I thought I just, like, literally was physically going to be incapable of actually getting fine detailed fills in, but as I'm doing right now, more often than not, and then I mess up literally when I say that, I'm improving, slowly but surely. It's kind of crazy. I have to clean this off camera a little. I think that looks fine. He's not gonna look perfect, but he's gonna look good enough, chat. And then I think that's his sword handle. Well, that's really clean for some reason. Okay, that was oddly clean. It doesn't need any cleanup. I don't know what I'm actually doing. I just assume this is a sword handle, but I don't know what this is. That wasn't as clean. Luckily, it cleans up really well. I didn't even have to wet my finger. I think the purple was a good choice. I didn't even have to darken the purple. Ooh. We'll come back to that. If we're doing this today, we'll come back to this and we'll do it today. I don't want to do this on stream if I don't have to. The circular... That's just going to be a whole pain in and of itself. And the gun is going to be at the end of the build anyway, so I'm going to allow myself to sleep on that. And then we'll come... I don't know what just fell on the floor. It did fall on the floor. It was Megatron. Don't worry, it's Megatron. Why is Megatron not on display? Why is he just sitting out like that? He's a bum, don't worry about him. I like how calm and relaxing the Gunpla streams are. I like how in my schedule, I kind of realized today like what my schedule is set up for. I've said this before, but I didn't really I don't think I've said it like this, how Thursday I've said is like kind of for me, but like it really is just a reset mentally. Like it just doesn't really matter what I'm doing. It's just me just doing something for me. And I didn't really think how like important that is psychologically. Because like I was doing it just for me because I was like, it just has such inconsistency for people showing up that I'm just gonna enjoy myself. But like it's really been like a boon psychologically because of that. Ooh, just having that one day of the week when nothing really matters, but I'm still doing it. Might need more than one coat here. Or maybe I should be using a different brush for this part. I'm thinking I should be using a different brush. This is a really good for this is 5/0. Really good for panel lining, but we're not technically panel lining on the leg right here. We should. I'm a little more liberal. I think I'm just gonna fill it in. And then let it dry out and kind of... That might be the way to go, to fill these in. And then let them dry out. This is all watered down paint. So it should just fill into the spot that we're filling it in. It should just take the shape as the water evaporates, as it dries out. It should just take the shape of the recessed form. That's at least my working theory right now. Never actually done this. Yeah. There we go. That's actually... Also, I don't have to be concerned by just letting the paint fill in the spot. I don't have to be worrying about just like getting consistent brush strokes as well. I'm really hoping that this little experiment we're doing works out well. I think even if they don't, the only issue is if they don't consistently go down. That's the only issue. If they all stay filled in and don't like go down, then it's fine. If some of them go down and some of them don't go down, then it's not fine. Oh, hello! Hello for thank you for the raid. It looks like we got a raid on Twitch. It looks like I missed that a little. So thank you for the raid from Era V1. We are building the Kshatriya right now. Sorry, not the Kshatriya. We built the Kshatriya last week. My apologies. We're building the Vidar and we're doing some panel lining. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was really engrossed in the panel lining. My apologies. Thank you very much for the raid. Ooh. Hello, hello. The Vidar is nice. Ooh. Yeah, we're doing some painting. We decided on doing purple. I've decided on doing purple for these parts because I thought it would make it pop out more and make it look more like energy. I'm actually happy. Yeah, I did a Kshatriya last week. I don't think those stream. God. The last stream of that series would be up, but they're all up on YouTube. All parts of that are up on YouTube if you're interested at the very least. Wednesday would still be up. I don't know if last Tuesday would still be up though. Probably not. How much did that ruin you, the Kshatriya? The Kshatriya wasn't too bad. People were telling me that it would be like a really hard build, but it didn't. It wasn't too bad. And or if you're talking financially, I got it on sale for like Black Friday at a hobby shop. So it's pretty much like it's the same price as. It's pretty much the same price as like a Hobby Lobby when they have stuff on sale. So it wasn't too bad. So I got lucky there. But. Oh, Gunner, why are you losing your mind now, Gunner? That's supposed to be red. Okay, actually, I do want to paint this part right now. Gunner, calm down. Let's mix up the paint a little. Oh god, I hate when Twitch does that, when it stops scrolling properly. Yeah, that's not awful. Nah. It's like I think it was a little more expensive than Hobby Lobby, so Hobby Lobby would have been like in the mid 30s. I think it was the high 30s because it was on sale at the local hobby store. So it's pretty good for the Kshatriya. Normally Kshatriyas are gonna be like $50 to $55, depending if you're getting from Hobby Lobby, it's $55. But yeah, it's a nice build for its day. The arms that hold the bell peppers were easily the like hardest thing to build on it because you just have to. I think I had to leverage it against the table to push them in for the arms because the joints are really tight because it's just you want them to be tight because it's the bell peppers have so much weight on them, but it was just so tight to like get them all connected. The arms for that hold the bell peppers. It was. I think it was like 20 minutes to half an hour just to make those 4 arms. And it's not because they have a complicated construction, it's just because you're just like, you're just pushing them together. Okay. We're doing panel lining, so we want the thinner brush. Ooh. Yeah, it's an older mech. It's like a 2009 mech, I think. It's 2009 or 2010. It still has polycaps. But the arms that do not have polycaps are all friction joints for the arms, though. the mech itself has body caps, but not the arms that hold the bell peppers, because which is good because body caps would give way really quickly. But it's also like, it's probably like Bandai's earliest steps into figuring out friction joints, and they're nowhere near as good as, say, the Witch from Mercury joints, but of course they wouldn't be. They would never be as good as the Witch from Mercury joints. They're really old, so that's not surprising. But they're not as bad as some other things. Like, I have a Megatron that I built like a few weeks ago. 2 weeks before that, I built a Megatron, and it fits together better than the Megatron. And the Megatron, though not Bandai, is a newer model. So I would say like that is just something to consider. Like, it's gonna be a little rough, but it's not as like bad as like some of as it could be. Yeah, it's a high-grade Universal Sentry. Ooh, I think I missed one of your chats. It needs the resistance. It's just that when you're putting it together, you're gonna be like, I want to make this looser, and it's like, you shouldn't, because that's gonna be bad for the build in the end. But you are just not gonna have the funnest time just forcing those together. That was clean as hell. I'm liking this purple paint. It's actually far more. I think I just have a better mixture of water and paint here, but it is applying a lot better than the Prussian blue that we were using on the blue areas. That's something I'm gonna do off stream, because I'm gonna try to, with a more watered down paint, just brush over it and then just wipe off. But I don't want to do that on stream in case that has a mishap. So we're just doing the stuff that we have to do, that we should be doing live on stream. That we can do live on stream. Thank you very much for the raid, my dude. Ooh. What was his name again? Yeah, Era. Thank you very much for the raid, Era, if you're still here. If you're not, that's cool. I want to panel line the guns as well, but the guns are not beam weapons, so the guns being like panel lined are just gonna look weird. Normally I don't panel. Actually, what's going on? What are you? What am I looking at here? Where's the other half of this? Because normally I don't like to panel line things that are only half constructed, because that's how you get inconsistent panel lines. But I want to see. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Make like a rodent. Yeah, they're like a tiny auto cannons because it's Iron-Blooded Orphan. So I can't quite remember. We were talking about this early in the stream. I can't quite remember if Iron-Blooded Orphans is just techno-regressive, so they don't have beam weapons, or if the like armor of the mobile suits just are beam weapon resistant. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's a combination of the two. But yeah, Iron-Blooded Orphans is like the most physical, ammunition-heavy Gundam universe. I do remember that. Like everything, like I don't think like the first beam weapon we see is in the mobile armor that's in the second season, and it's shown to be devastating. But I'm pretty sure the mobile suits themselves just have anti-beam coating, and unlike the Universal Sentry, it works. Unlike the Hyaku Shiki, when they say anti-beam coating, it actually means something. We put anti-beam coating on your mobile suit so I don't have to worry about beam weapons. We didn't say that, bro. Iron-Blooded Orphans is really good. It has... I just love the fact of how, by the end of the series, you're like, wait a minute. We were following the bad guys? Always were. Like, bad guys is a strong term in Gundam because everyone kind of has their own motivations. Unless you're Giran. He's literally just called straight up Hitler, but we don't talk about Giran. We're not talking about Giran. But Iron-Blooded Orphans is just the series where you're like, oh wait, we were following the Zeon faction? And you're like, yeah, we were following Zeon the whole time. Ah, shit. Ooh. Let me... The armor of the mobile suits are they are beam resistant because of the catastrophe or cataclysm. Yeah, the old mobile armor's threat. Thank you for I wasn't 100% sure on that. Thank you for showing that I wasn't just speaking out my ass. Are we the baddies? No, we're the underdogs. Oh, dude. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't be painting this, because... Give me one moment. I need to look at the instructions real quick. I think this is just... inviting. This is a bad idea to be painting it, isn't it? It is a bad idea to be painting that. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna try to flush out the paint that I already put in there. You might be like, but it would look good to paint it. However, these are not just aesthetic. These are the ports for where you plug in the gun. So you're gonna get paint chipping if you... I'm gonna get paint chipping if I, if I paint that, so it's just going to be an exercise in futility. Let me see if I can get this out. Yeah, there we go. Just watered it down and pulled it out. Okay, is there any more prominent... There's some... That's going to be where armor goes over top. Panel lining, that would be stupid of me. I can learn. I think I'm gonna panel line the verniers or the thruster assemblies, and then we should be done. And then we can start building. We're not the bad guys. They're the bad guys. Is the baddie in the room with you right now? Oh my god, don't say it like that, because I've on multiple occasions said that I am down bad for baddies of like baddies as in like just femme fatale female characters. Oh my god. Gundam has such a great mix of female characters actually on that point. Like, they just run the gambit, but one of my favorite character archetypes for Gundam, not the one I'm down bad for, but one of the most entertaining I find Gundam like female character are the ones that are just off the walls insane. Like, my favorite character in Gundam Seed is just Flay, because I'm just laughing every time she's on screen. It's just like, oh god, what crazy things is Flay gonna do this time? Ooh. God, I love how I can just strip the paint. Okay. Flay is just hilarious to watch. But Lady Une, like, I've said this on so many Gundam streams, but this Lady Une, the moment when Treize Kushunada literally goes, hey, Lady Une is literally crazy about me. Literally. She's a threat to herself and the people around her. This is, oh my god. I do like how Gundam tends to be self-aware about those kind of things. Just, like, you're just sitting there, it's like, do they know? And then, like, they'll just, put in a line into the episode where you're just like, oh, they're completely aware of what's going on right now. The Dozen Wolf being ugly as hell because it has, like, a teal paint job, and they just go, could we at least, like, paint it something different? This thing's ugly as hell. Like, they literally say that in the episode. It's just like, God. Imagine being the designer for the Dozen Wolf and watching, like, the 48th episode of... It's like the 48th or 47th episode of Double Zeta. And you're just like, hey, that's the one I designed. And then they just go like, God, this is freaking ugly. And you're like, oh. Oh, good. Oh. You hate Flay? Flay's a terrible person. I will say that. She's a terrible person. I'm just watching her just to see how bad it gets. That's what I like about her. I feel like every character in Gundam is at least a little bit insane. It's great. Bro, the Gundam wing. Ooh. Yeah, she was written to be hated. Oh my god. I love how in the scene where, like, Lady Une goes off to die or whatever, like, Lady Une is, like, it's so stupid. Like, I don't want to say that, but the fact that, like, it's just, up until that point, they're like, oh, Lady Une is such, like, a, you know, she's such a diplomat. She has such a way with words. She's, like, she understands the human mind. And then two characters talk to her, and then, like, Troa and, like, her lieutenant talk to her, and, like, both of them mind break her in a single conversation. And I'm just sitting here as I was like, how is she like the lead diplomat in this world? How is that even, like, how does that make sense? Like, literally 2 randos just broke her mind back to back. Okay, ooh, Double Zeta is such an Double Zeta, so good. And it starts with with one of my favorite characters, the Beast. Just, you know, surviving Zeta Gundam, one of the only characters to survive Zeta Gundam, I swear to God. But it just starts with the Beast being the Beast. Oh god. I want to believe somewhere in Universal Century to this day, the Beast is just out there living his best life, chat. Chat, I have good news. We did do some overflow, which is my mistake. But it looks like as the water is drying out, my theory that the paint will just recede into the pores is turning out to be true. Which means I can do that with this part right here as well. Hold up. I'm gonna have to leave this at an angle because it will literally pour out if I don't. There we go. It looks like I need to clean this up a little, but that's an issue for another time. But I think with that, let me double check this sprue real quick. I think we can start building. Any panel lining that I could do else wouldn't really be any easier on the sprues. So I think I'm going to start building. I need to find a place to put this sprue though so it doesn't tip over. Ooh. Oh, nice. Is it painted thinner or water? I am using Vallejo, which is a water-based paint. I'm mostly using Vallejo, which is a water-based paint, so I can just thin it with water. So it's just watered down. We do not have any paint thinner technically, but we do have lighter fluid. We have lighter fluid for when we do overflows with this, because this, as we discovered, you just get a little bit of lighter fluid. You just, you know, tap the. We fill this with a little bit of lighter fluid. We take some. We just rub it out a little, and then we can just clean up any mistake we had. It's just the most beautiful thing ever. And it's also made it so that one of the catchphrases of a Gunpla stream is unofficially, "Where is my lighter fluid?" Because I have said it every stream since I have gotten lighter fluid, I think. Yo, do you know where you can watch Thunderbolt nowadays? I know Gundam X was actually picked up by a streaming service recently, which is insane. I can't remember which streaming service that is, but Thunderbolt. You want the part 1 or part 2? Because part 1 is really easy to find. I think you can find it like 9. Don't use these websites, chat, because that would be illegal. Anyways, you wouldn't want to go to 9 Anime or something like that, because even though they have it, it would totally be like not allowed. And I have to legally say don't do that. But I've been watching. God, I can't remember the site of that I've been watching Gundam X on, but I'd have to look for the part 2 of Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt part 1 is pretty easy to find. I've discovered, but I'm not sure about part. I've had more of a difficulty finding part 2, personally. Part 1. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll is so hit or miss in whether or not they have Gundam for some reason. Like, they literally, like, don't have Gundam that, like, I know it's licensing issues, but, like, it's really hit or miss which ones Crunchyroll has. I don't know that. They have the Origin. They have, I think, pretty much all of Universal Century. Do they have Seed and Seed Destiny. I don't know if they have Freedom. They had... Ooh, shit. Do they still have Iron-Blooded Orphans, or was that taken down? I think Iron-Blooded Orphans might not be available for streaming right now, which is annoying as hell. But I'm not quite sure where you can find it. Crap. I'm sorry that I can't help you with that. Let's see here. Ba-da-ba. Hello, shoot posting. Nice name. My bio links are dead. Son of a bitch. I knew I thought it. Literally all the links are the same. It's just that instead of... Actually, I thought I updated... Oh, no, I updated it on YouTube. I'm an idiot. It's just... What it is, instead of A at the end, it's just ER now. So all the links should be the same. So it should... On Twitter, it is at Merrick Vesper. And on YouTube, it is... I think it's / Merrick Vesper. I don't think you use an ad on YouTube, if I remember correctly. But the links, those are the links. My apologies. I'll actually put a note right now to fix the links. I forgot to do that. I did it on YouTube weeks ago, and I just forgot about Twitch, which is just a problem I have with Twitch. I treat it as such an afterthought, and I really shouldn't. You can neither confirm nor deny. Okay, so thank you though very much for that. I actually thought earlier today to check, and I was like, no, I fixed the links. Like I fixed the links. No, apparently I didn't. Yeah, I changed my name. It used to be Merrick Vespa because I debuted within like a year of Vesper Noir graduating, so I thought it was a little inappropriate to have Vesper in my name when I debuted. But that was long enough ago now. It's been like 2 years. Yeah, it's technically been 2 years since his graduation. It's been like a year and a half since it's been like 2.5 years now since his graduation. So I feel like it's no longer, inappropriate to, have a name that is actually more fitting to the fact that I'm a spirit. Ooh. But thank you very much for suit posting, and I'm very sorry. If you want, I can actually... Here. These little links are dead there. I will provide you a link for YouTube and for Twitch. Just give me one quick moment. Here. Just humor me for a moment. YouTube bros. Copy. Huh. So, Twitch doesn't like it when I do this, but I'm just going to link you to the YouTube if you like YouTube, if you want the VODs. There should be a playlist for... I need to clean up my playlist, but there is a Gunpla playlist. That's the YouTube. And let me get out the Twitch for you. So let me get Twitch for you guys. But as I said, it's literally the same link, just the name is spelled different now. So there you go for those. My apologies again for that mistake. That is a mistake that should never have happened to begin with. Let us get back to building. Actually, I'm gonna do a little extra panel lining. I want to give these a little more depth, the vents. So I think I'm gonna do that before we start assembling. But I'm gonna cut off a few more pieces. Actually, no, I'm not gonna cut off a few more pieces because I'm gonna get, if I do that, I'm gonna get the panel liner on the booklet. And I want to do better at keeping the booklet clean. Also, from what I've been seeing, it seems like both YouTube and Twitch have been enjoying the drawing streams more than I would expect. So I'll try to... I said this before, but I'm gonna try to do more of my drawing on stream, more of my practice drawing. Actually, luckily, overflowing with this, all it does is it makes it so that the vents are darker, which just makes them stand out better. Luckily, it's actually a little more forgiving in that regard. I think we're gonna have to be a little more careful here because the borders are not as high. There we go. And I've kind of gotten sick and tired of like in my production of like doing one thing at a time. So I've actually decided to make a schedule where I can block out what I'm doing. So I should be able to produce more things more quickly now. Ooh. And actually today, I hate to say it, I didn't do anything. All I did today was just blot out the schedule today because I was just so sick and tired of realizing the fact, or like, that I'm just not getting anything done because all I'm doing is thinking of what I need to get done. Because I'm just have like so much that I need to do for you guys. But I'm really hoping with the schedule blotted out, I can really start delivering for you guys all the more. Okay. And the pieces are right there, but I need to get out B, B or A. I think you're B, because yeah, the B for some reason. Normally, like this would be A. I feel on a lot of other kits, the multicolored one. Ooh. Don't worry if you're hearing the snaps. This is a old sprue cutter that I use for, you know, less forgiving cuts. Where's the polycaps? I think the polycaps are with the stickers. And we don't know where the stickers are. Give me 1 minute. Oh. Should have misplaced things. It'll just be real quick to find them, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Actually, I just realized a worse mistake happened. That is, I cannot see. I can't see YouTube. Chat. There, fixed it. Okay. Let me find where I put the polycaps real quick. Ah, there they are. Okay. So they're not with the stickers, but again, we're painting it instead of applying the stickers, so that's only a problem for the eyes, and I'm sure I'll find it by tomorrow anyways. Oh no, but we need the sticker today to build the head. Crap. We might skip the head and just do the arms then. Let me check. I don't know where I put the stickers. I had them at the start of stream. I moved them and immediately lost them somehow. I could have sworn they were over here, but these are... That's from the Shinanju stickers. Why it's so empty. It didn't fall on the floor, luckily. Oh, it fell on the floor. Then I picked it up and I put it somewhere else, is what happened. So, The question is, where did I put stickers after I picked them up off the floor? Oops. I had other stickers fall on the floor like an idiot. Come here, please, come here. There we go. Everything's falling apart. I don't want to paint the eyes. I really severely do not like painting eyes. I don't think anyone likes painting eyes. I'm sure there's some psychopath out there that does. Ooh. Okay. I was gonna let myself focus on finding these real quick. Give me 1 minute. I think I'm just more focused on the fact that every second I spend not doing this, like looking for these, is where I'm not doing something for you guys. And shit just fell over. Yay. Actually got, it looks like that the panel lining done pretty quickly. We didn't even get to an hour and a half, it looks like, for the panel lining. It just crossed an hour and a half. That's a pretty good time. Happy about that. As you get better at brush strokes, you can do them a lot quicker, I find. You can do them a lot quicker than, say, the pens. Pens have lower bar of entry, but not as quick. But they, you can't do as much with them as quickly, I find. If you do the brush quickly, you'll end up smearing it or applying it too thinly, while with the paint you can control how thick the paint is. So if you just know the proper thickness, this is garlic. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the fact that I just pulled garlic off my desk. But if you can get the thickness right, I am so upset at this. I don't want to skip the head. If I can't find the stickers, I'm gonna have to skip the head today. This is frustrating. Didn't fall in the garbage or something. It's literally shiny. It's a shiny piece of paper. How can I not find it? How is this possible? Probably down. It's probably upside down is the thing. So if it's upside down, what color would it be? Usually they are pale. It's right here. Okay, I'm done. No! No! This is a different sticker sheet! Oh, I was like, it would be upside down, which would mean that it would be like a yellow tan. And I just grabbed the Megatron sticker sheet. Oh my god. If I don't find it in like the next few seconds, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna cut my losses. Here? No, 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 no. No. Okay, we'll just continue without it. Ooh. Not the biggest loss. The only thing we need is the eye stickers, and we can always still paint if necessary. I'm hoping that the chest construction of this is a little more solid than other Iron-Blooded Orphan kits. Because sometimes they can be a little, like they'll fit together, but sometimes they can come apart. I know. So, I was hoping that this guy's a little more stable, being farther along in the line. What's this? You are a sticker sheet for Zaku dupe, I think that's the, I think this is a sticker sheet for the Gundam The Origin Zaku. I'm finding literally other sticker sheets by accident at this point. That's just embarrassing. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found the sticker sheet. And I got, okay, I just got out lighter fluid to clean off the mech, and I was just like, I don't even know why I just did that. It's so I can clean off this part right here, which I think will be covered anyways, but yeah. You don't always know what is and won't be visible. But I don't think this. No, this is the right piece. Yeah, it's the pretty much spine. I love how, even though like you see so much of like the underframe of the mobile suits in IBO, I absolutely love how like they still have a very organic nature to them because they feel more skeletal than like mechanical, which is again which is crazy because they are still highly mechanical. They're all pistony and whatnot. Really good design. Also, the plastic from, I think I've only built Barbatoses, but the plastic feels better than how I remember the Barbatos feeling. And that is that a? Okay, one thing I do like about the mid and late 2010 builds is when you can just find certain interesting things. And I want to highlight it right now is right here. That is a transition right there. That is a transitional form if this was, you know, if this was a paleontology or whatever. That is not a polycap. It has all the form of a polycap, but it is not. It is plastic, and that is them transitioning to friction joints. And I do really like finding things like that. It's really like Iron-Blooded Orphans, and I think some Gundam the Origin kits, and as well as I think it's like Gunpla between like 160s to like the 230s. You can also just find kind of like transitional things like that where they are slowly figuring out where they can like either replace polycaps or just go without them. And I really like seeing things like that. I still don't have my head. Let me get it back real quick for you guys. YouTube chat was actually blocking it. And actually, speaking of that, I have to move YouTube chat back down. I moved it to a different screen while I was adjusting some things. So let me move YouTube chat back down so I can talk to you on the same level as Twitch chat. There we go. Hello, monkeys. Oh my god. Hey, I'm happy to see you here because I actually have some interesting news. If you live in the United States, this is going to be better news than if you don't. If you don't live in the US, then this might not apply. But I actually went to Hobby Lobby to check some like what they have in stock, and I actually saw a Mazinger Zero. Whoop! I saw a Mazinger Zero, and I don't know what its price was, but it looked pretty interesting. I didn't get it because I don't know enough about Mazinger, but I thought you might be interested in hearing that. This goes here. But even if you don't live in the US, I'm sure seeing that makes me confident that just means that they're reprinting it right now. So even if you don't live in the US, you might see it wherever you do live. Oh my god, I thought you had the other Mazinger. I'm sorry. I thought you had like a more classic design. My apologies. But for anyone else out there, also what I saw though for Gunpla fans and fans in general is that the Sinanju Stein narrative version, Master Grade. So this is the one that came out last year, not the one that came out in 2012, but the Master Grade that came out last year. I also saw that at a Hobby Lobby, so you might want to keep your eyes out for that if you're into that. Oh, you have them all. Okay. Ooh. That's good to hear, man. That you got your collection full. All except the G. If I see the G, then I'll tell you if it's being reprinted then. And let's build the torso then. Let me get out my good screw cutters so we can hopefully make the gate cuts a little cleaner. My good screw cutters are not in there. Uh-oh, ruh-roh, Raggy. They're right here. Okay. We're just building this beautiful boy. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of a spot I missed. God, the Prussian blue was such a good choice. I'm so happy I bought that when I got the when I decided to do the Bugu. It is such a good choice for, like, doing blue. Because it looks recessed instead of just being black. It doesn't look like it's painted, it just looks recessed, which is nice. Still up for purchase, ooh. Well, I hope you are able to get it, round some funds up, and afford it before it's no longer up for purchase, dude. I know that can be sometimes a difficult thing in, you know, model collecting is, you know, you'll see it, but then you just be like, oh, why did I come here on the day, on, like, the week that I can't afford anything? That was a mistake. I would have been happier just never knowing. But I know the pain of, not being able to get something when you want it. But I hope you're able to get it. I hope you're able to get it before it's no longer available. What is it? The thing I like about the Iron-Blooded Orphan kits is how easy they are to build in general. I'm gonna need to take this off screen to make. Oh, that is both a really good and really bad gate. It's a good gate in the fact that it is in a spot that should look nice once cut off. Actually, I think it will be obscured, so it doesn't really matter. But it's a bad gate, and it's in a spot where you could easily overcut it, and it'd be bad. $66. That's pretty pricey. Then again, it looked like it was the size of a master grade, so I'm not surprised it's that much, but usually I avoid things that are that pricey. I didn't check how much the Sinanju was, because I already have a Sinanju narrative, so I can't tell you how much that would cost, sadly. Got that at like a middle market hobby store. Always like to support various hobby stores wherever I go. The rest, so it's in a normal price range for the line at least. So at least there's that. And then we need to. Where did I put the collar? The collar's right here. The collar goes in like this. Am I putting it on the wrong side? I think I am. No, I'm not. This is being a little... Oh, okay, I think it... Yeah. I see. So then... Oh no, the neck can go on later. Okay, so let's see if there's anything we're missing. No. Like, I thought it was one of those ones where you have to, like, put the neck in as you're conjoining the two pieces. But no, we can put the neck in now. It should just be like this. And I'm gonna pray to God real quick that this connects properly, because these are a little finicky sometimes in the Iron-Blooded Orphan kits. These, we'll just call them the spine spur, but oh my god, that's the cleanest it's ever connected. They always connect like awful, from my experience. That's like the cleanest it's been. The RG Avas, I can imagine, like, things that, I don't know if that's Bandai, but, like, at least with the other high grades and real grades, like, if it's not Gundam, the price goes up so much. I'm guessing that's because it's licensing fee. If it's not being directly, if it's not a Bandai property, it would be licensing fee, which would explain it, but, yeah, it just feels like, the, you know, the Lego syndrome with, Star Wars kits, where it's just like, wow, this is really expensive, and you're just like, alright. Oof, that is pretty brutal. Like, the The reason I didn't get a Macross actually high grade, I saw a really good Macross high grade. The reason I didn't get it though is because it was just so damn expensive. I was just like, ooh, that's really nice. Ooh, that's really expensive. Like it was literally like, oh, this is really nice. Pick it up. Oh, that's really expensive. Put it back down and just like walk away. Oh my god. I really am digging this off-white on this torso. I know that's a really minor thing to say, but it looks really nice. Okay, let's build the head. Ever seen a 1/44th AT-AT at your... Yes, I have one. I was going to build it last year, but I actually tried to build an AT-ST and had really bad technical issues. And that's actually the last stream that oh god, that's actually the last hand cam building stream I did before meeting Shogmami and getting back into hand camming. So I have it actually, and in May I plan to build it. Jesus Christ, that made my heart skip. But yeah, in May actually I plan to build the AT-AT. It looks real big. I know the AT-AT is... Because Star Wars doesn't have the most consistent scaling sizes, but it should be also because it's a walker, like the height depends on how the legs are arranged. But I'll get to the point that you want one because I'll give you some advice about the from the AT-ST. But because of that leg height, depending on like how it's positioned, it's anywhere from 18 meters tall to 22 meters tall. So when you like look up like measurements for the AT-AT, it'll just be like, one book will be like, it's 18 meters. Another one will be like, it's 20. Another one is like, it's 21. It's 19. It's just like, fuck it. Because what they did is they just got the figure from the archives and just measured it because they know what scale that is at and then just calculated it. But again, if its legs are straight down, it's 22 meters. If its legs are wide out, it's like 20. If it's in a walking position, it's like 18. It's such a ride. But with the based on my AT-ST, I would recommend that you be a little careful with it because the AT-ST had a lot of it had a lot of things that just kind of were supposed to fit in, and it feels like you might need to use glue for the AT-ST to get things to fit in properly and not fall out. It's like a really finicky early real grade, the AT-ST. I can't say what the AT-AT is like, but it felt like the detailing, all the little gribblies on the AT-ST were a bit much for when it was made. Hopefully the AT-AT is a little cleaner. We'll see that. The AT-AT doesn't have as small of pipes. Yeah, I would love to actually do a size comparison with them. But actually in May, the idea is going to be that 2 streams are going to be, at least 2 weeks are going to be for like Star Wars models, and 2 weeks are going to be kind of a mixture of like knights, like we're voting this month on how what knights you want me to build, but also like whatever thing I can get like that's fantastical and magical, like for a mobile suit, so like some new type, something new type related. Because I think that would be good for Gundam for like, Jedi. So some knights and some new type mechs would probably be, if I got them. And I know I'll have leftover knight mechs from this month, so I'll probably just recycle those for the voting. He is cooked. I love the mech design in Star Wars. Is how simple it is and straightforward. It just has that pure hard mechanical feel. Let's see here. Here's the head. Where is the face? The face is really tiny. I don't like how tiny the face is. And then I don't know what this is, so I'm just not gonna bother with it. 1 minute, I'm looking for this piece. Okay, there it is. Also, I've got 9 episodes of X left to watch. Then it's 00 or more Dragon Ball. Ooh. I need to rewatch the classic Dragon Ball from start to finish. That's something I need to do, but I have so many other things on my plate. Yeah, I just got to the dolphin. I got to the dolphin episode in Gundam in Gundam X. That's literally the episode I watched right before starting stream. And just there's dolphins that can just redirect torpedoes, I guess. I guess dolphins can just do that in Gundam. Ooh, they've just had enough of human shit, you know, firing missiles in their waters, I guess. Ooh, torpedoes rather. At the same time, having silly moments in anime is just, that's the bread and butter of anime, isn't it? But, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. And the faceplate, let's see here. Okay, we're gonna try to put on the eyes. Let us get the glove on tight so there's no excess. And then let us get the sticker sheet out. Oh, that is off-white. We're probably gonna have to use the stickers for the off-white areas because if I use white paint, it's gonna contrast with the off-white, with the eggshell of this. I like how I still have the Gundam X picture of Flyboy's stepdad up there because I've just been too lazy to take it down. New type monkeys. Are they new type monkeys or are they cyber new type monkeys? Ooh. Like were they made? Were the Titans like we need to you know see how to make cyber new types and they made like they first did it on monkeys, or does monkeys are just naturally occurring as like new types for some fucking reason? I could believe either one. I could believe the Titans made cyber new type monkeys, and I could believe that there's just monkeys that are new types, even though like literally new types is supposed to be the next step in evolution. Actual new type, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Gundam. You never change, Gundam. Having to do this off camera because it's really fine work and it's a really tiny faceplate. So I'm sorry. Please humor me for this. Ooh. Okay. I think that is fine. I'm really happy that there's a little bit more groove. You can't see it, I don't think. It's so small. But there's, in the faceplate, there's a little, like, grooves under the eyes that allow you to fit the sticker in a little bit, more precisely. It was a Xeon thing. Xeon, you're just being weird now. What are you doing, Xeon? Got monkeys. Ooh. Please, please, please behave. I have to be really careful here not to like strip the sticker while I'm doing this. There we go. And there we go. Please be this like 1 out of 10. Please be like the 1 out of 10 time where like I got the sticker on correctly. And it doesn't like he doesn't have one eye higher than the other. Please, please, please. That's all I ask of you. I also asked for you to align properly, but that might be too much to ask of you. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Trying to get this to align, and this is... There we go. I think. Yeah, so there we go. Megatron ass having head. I do like the subtleties of the helmet. Do the Danan Zan and F91 were leaked on GBO too. Ooh, I'll have to look into that. But I do like the little subtleties that like hint that this is the Chimaris. Which way does this go? I was not looking at the instructions like a doofus. Okay, and then yeah, this goes on afterwards, and it just goes here. F91 has such a clean design. That is a beautiful head. And it looks like we did the eyes correctly, thank God. But it also has a lot of guidance. Let's see if we can get that for you. Can we... There we go. I think you guys can see that a little bit better. It's having trouble focusing, but... That is a beautiful head, wonderful V-fin. And I think... How much time do we have tonight? It's 12, but... So we've probably been at it for about 2 hours. I think we can do the arms. There's no reason not to do the arms, and also by doing the arms tonight, that means I can paint them and have them looking good for you guys tomorrow. So we're going to do the arms, and then we're going to probably wrap up. Also, I'm going to check something real quick, because I did not get any notifications, but... Oh, thank you, Gundam Models, for the follow earlier. That was 57 minutes. I'm sorry, the notification was blocked in... Twitch has been better at it, but Twitch isn't perfect. Twitch and YouTube do not tell me when I'm getting followers half the time. There's been a real big problem on both sites, so I'm sorry that though that's me not seeing it, though I was also just relying on hearing the notification, but thank you for the follow. And if you're on YouTube, subscriptions are still available. But we're aware. Okay, so we need to... Because looking at what we need to cut off. We obviously needed to use this. God, it took me so long to paint this sprue so I wouldn't make the mistake of constantly using it when I shouldn't. But it was just... If you have a disposable sprue that you use for, you know, making more risky cuts, chat, just make sure you paint it so you don't get it confused with your other sprue cutters. And it will just be golden from that point on. It's so good that I'd never make that mistake anymore. Any comments on the Fred Durst being a Ray fan? No, because my brain is malfunctioning. Ooh. More so about Fred Durst. I can't, for some reason I'm like... For Fred Durst, I'm like thinking of like the guy from Limp Bizkit of all people, and I don't even know what that guy's name is, so my brain's a little malfunctioning, sadly. I'm being a little stupid. I'm bad with the names. Hence why I call the Womanizer in Gundam X Pretty Boy, and I call the guy who pilots the flying mech Flyboy. I'm just so damn bad with the name. I should know Durst. I'm just being dumb. Ooh, actually, I think I'm gonna look it up so I can. He is, bro. So wait, that's why? Why is Fred Durst a Ray fan? That is just. Wait, I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Just. My brain was just like, nah. Oh my god, it is fucking Fred Durst. But my brain was just like, yeah, it must be a different person then. Because, like, why would fucking Fred Durst have anything to say on that? Oh my god. Fucking. Okay. I just looked up his Fred Durst Ray figure. Fucking. That's the sketchiest picture ever. He looks like a drug dealer handing off, like, he looks like a drug dealer going like, hey, have a hit, bro. Fucking hell. That picture, I wish I could get it up. Oh my god. I'm gonna see if I can, if I can find it on, hold up, I'm gonna see if I can find it on my computer real quick. Picture Predators. Anime. Figure. Please come up, please come up, please come up, please come up, please come up. Spelled anime wrong. Okay, I just put the letters in the wrong place, don't worry about it. Oh god, the lead singer of the Linkin Park is a Miku fan. Okay, that's great. That's great, but I need to get this her all gonna okay. Save image as I think it can go there. Yeah, I can get that out real quick. Okay. So I'll just replace the image. Even though oh my god, okay, so pictures, it would be in thumbnails, it would be completed, February resources, right there. That is it looks illicit. The picture looks illicit, chat. He's offering you a hit, bro. Will you take the hit? Will you accept the Fred Durst hit, bro? Yeah, take it. It's for you. There's an image of Ray holding up a Fred Durst figure in reverse. I just sat back down, but if I remember, I'll look at that before we end stream. That's great. That's wonderful. Hold on, I should put the image in the lower left-hand corner, but I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna keep it, I'm just gonna keep it there. Okay, let's see here. What other parts do we need? We need A, which is this. We need A15. Ah, wonderful. Both A15s are symmetrical. Jesus, Fred is blessing us all, yeah. I'm trying to right now think of something that could like fill in enough letters to do the like rolling, but I'm blanking. I want to do the like, oh, I know you loving this shit right here, but I can't think of something that would fill it in properly. Because Ava-ing, it just sounds weird. I couldn't be like, Ava-ing, Ava-ing. It just wouldn't sound weird. It has too many syllables. It has to be like, it has to be clean, chat. Can you not pop up like that, please? Thank you. Here, I am actually going to move it to somewhere a little more. I'm gonna move it down here. Oh, it is actually over top. I could have moved it down here all along. It's fine, chat. I was just being dumb. Take it, it's for you. You think he'd offer like Ray that figure if he met her in real life? You think she'd be flattered or creeped out, or do you just think she'd just look at him without emotion? I think it would be the last one. But that's what you come to my streams for, chat. Just me just randomly being like, this is now our mascot. Fred Durst living the dream. He was a white boy rapper who now is into anime. He was probably into anime back then, but still. Actually, if you listen to a lot of the old 90s songs, there's a good number of references to anime just kind of sprinkled in there. Let's see here. And then C. There we go. C1. They would be best friends. They'd be besties. Oh, I'm so happy that like my theory was true. I'm gonna have to like touch up the paint on this skirt a little, because I don't know if you can see it, but it didn't quite settle in the way I wanted to. Right, like yeah, on this end of it. But these have settled in perfectly. There's C1. So, bop, bop, bop. Okay. Also, I think I need to flatten out this paper real quick, because even though I don't think it looks bad necessarily, I think it is making it hard to keep everything in place is the problem. And then we need to get B. I'm gonna have to paint a lot of this. I don't know if I'm gonna do that as soon as possible after stream or not, but oh, I already cut off the B's. Nice. But we do need. Where did we already cut those off too? B33. We might have already cut those off, chat. 38. Yeah, we did that preemptively as well because we recognize those were the biceps. You can always tell what are the biceps. One thing I am concerned about is how good the hands are, because Iron-Blooded Orphan kits, they're not like from Mercury kits where they are super clean and can like hold anything just from their friction. They can be a little slidey sometimes with the things that they're holding. They can be a little loose, so that's one thing I am very curious about, and I'm hoping it's going to be better than the Barbatos, but at the same time, I am prepared for disappointment. Not to say I want disappointment. Wait. Wait a minute. Did they give us 4 hand backs, but only 2 fucking hands? I need to see this real quick. I need to. Oh, let me guess. The other back of the hands are in a fucking expansion kit that you have to buy separately, because Iron-Blooded Orphans loved doing that bullshit. I thought for once it wouldn't be one of those deals with Iron-Blooded Orphans, but I was wrong. Have you seen that the image of the Vegeta VA posting with Vegeta? Also, my little brother got a Vegeta. He got a cut like Vegeta. Does he have the Widow Peak to match? Because I'd be really sad if, like, depending on how old your little brother is. I'm gonna be honest. I'm imagining, like, you know, like little kid Vegeta, like 9 years old with that Widow's Peak. Oh my god. Okay. Captain Fivehead. But oh, that's nice though if he had like his hair back and whatnot, just fucking living the dream. My brother has a stable Widow's Peak, which is to say, like, it's not actually a true Widow's Peak because it's not a receding hairline, but he does, like, his hair does come across in the middle enough, and it's sharp enough that it looks like a Widow's Peak. Ooh. But we're pretty sure he doesn't actually have a receding hairline. He might, though. He might just be an unlucky bastard. He got the Widow's Peak, too. Damn. Oh, God. I hope it's commitment and it's not genetic. I hope he's just committed to the bit. Okay. My brothers both decided to grow their hair out long. I'm not really sure why, but I like a tighter cut myself. Ooh. Like, I like my hair to be just long enough to shape and not any longer. Oh. You might do a Nappa? By which you mean he just might grow out a mustache? Oh god, or do you mean you might do a Nappa in the flashback for the Broly movie where he just has the saddest hair I've ever seen? I don't even know if that's real hair. He might be wearing a toupee. I don't know what's going on with him. He shaved it off today. Okay. Oh my god. It'd be so funny if it was revealed in the Broly movie the hair that Nappa has is actually just a hairpiece. It's just a really bad hairpiece, and that's why his hair looks so awful. Bro's hair receded from everywhere at once. That's the saddest shit I've ever seen. Ooh. Fuck. I just realized I'm gonna have to, in the bag for the extra bits and pieces of this, I'm gonna have to literally have just the back of his hands without, like, the front. Because, again, there's 4 backs of his hands, but there's only 2 hands. And that's just gonna be a constant reminder to me. And because I already have them cut out, you know what, I'm not gonna separate them, I'm just gonna leave them together. I'm just gonna leave them together so that way I don't have to worry about losing them. Also, Nappa did as a sign of pride or some shit. It's a lore thing. It's a lore thing, man. Listen, you gotta read the... I love how so much... Actually, I know this isn't Dragon Ball, but I love how so much of, like, One Piece's lore is just shitposts from Oda. Because he does, like, those questionnaires he does at the end of, like, some of his mangas. And he will just answer questions either seriously, dodge the question, or just pull, or just do a complete ass pull and make something up. And it's just like, now that's canon. It's so much, like, I can't remember many information off the top of my head, but, like, he'll just say shit, and it's just like, well, that's technically canon now. It's just like the joke that goes, because he responded to it. And he said, this is what it is. That dude's part pineapple now. How is a human part pineapple? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's the thing. You don't need to worry about it. People can just, like, why is it that characters, like, are losing teeth in their fights, but then, like, the next day they have all their teeth back? They drank some milk. Excuse me? You get your teeth back if you drink milk in my universe. Oh. Damn. So that just means, like, Edward Teach, Blackbeard, is just constantly, like, drinking milk and losing teeth. Because his teeth, he's, like, missing, like, different teeth every panel. Every panel, this dude is, like, he's missing his front teeth. And the next panel, he's missing his side teeth. And then, you know, he's got his front teeth back. Dude is just chugging milk and then taking frying pans to the face, like, every other, like, in between every panel. I swear to God. I do love, like, the fun nature of that. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll give you an answer to this, to the thing that's obviously just, yeah, I don't want to be bothered to like, you know, remember what teeth he has missing or not. Ooh, I'll just be a little silly instead. Huh? Okay, I think that's all the cutting we need. Now let's start doing the building. There are a bunch of little screws. But here. There. And then these two, it looks like these aren't symmetric. Oh, we didn't cut out the, we forgot the shoulder assembly. Let's do that real quick. Don't bite down on that. That's B31. Maybe I did cut it out already. Because I don't see B31, but... No, that's right over here. Here's all the 30s, chat. B31 is over here. Sometimes the numbering system on the sprues can be a little silly. Usually they're pretty good, but sometimes it can be a bit of a silly place. It's not as much of a cluster as like, you know, pulling out a Games Workshop sprue. Just watch anyone building a just a Warhammer 40k mini, and when they just pull out the sprues, you'll just be like, my god, that is just like one of the most hideous things I've ever seen. Gotta go, but have a good night. You have a great night yourself. If you're going, if you have work to do, I hope you know your work is met with success, and if you are just going to bed, I hope you have wonderful dreams, my dude. But have a great night there, IQ13. You have a wonderful night there, buddy. I also want an image of Kuroko going Super Saiyan. Everyone wants to see their character go on Super Saiyan, even if they're not a Dragon Ball Z character. Everyone gets to go Super Saiyan eventually. Everyone must go Super Saiyan eventually. It is just the law of nature. Let's see here. This one, and let me get out the shoulder assemblies. Okay, so there is this one. Okay, so like this, and then not this one, but wait. It is this one, and this one goes into this shoulder assembly. There's a little bit of asymmetry here, so we just have to make sure we do this correctly. And then this one would be the opposite end, so it would go in like this. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then the shoulder pads, which are big, meaty. I actually thought these shoulder pads were going to have like an underframe to them. And these were going to have like hollow parts to them, but no, it's this panel line. It's this really deep panel lining. I feel like at this scale, you don't always get panel. You get a lot of detail in the Iron Blood Orphans kids because you get panel lining this thick. Look at that. And then you get like this really minor like piping panel lining. It's really runs the gauntlet. 40K models are the most sad model kits there. Oh god. I don't know if they're the saddest model kits, but I'm just speaking of the sprues personally. The sprues are just not a good time. And the model kits, God, it seems like Games Workshop just does not want to give fire model kits to 40K sometimes. Because I've seen like some of the newer model kits, and some of them aren't as bad as people are acting they are, but some of them are just bland as all hell. And it's just like, why? But then you just go over to, what is it, Age of Sigmar, and it's just like, oh, well, you can just cannibalize that kit to make, like, a better looking, so, like, you have Blood Angels, and you're like, I want them to have wings, though, bro. And they just, like, look at some Age of Sigmar kit, and you're like, well, I don't want to buy 2 kits, but I'm gonna have to. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe they put all the good stuff in their line that's not getting as much attention, so people have to buy that to customize their 40K kits. Maybe it's all just 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional chess. Nah, Games Workshop isn't that smart. Ooh. And then this goes here. Okay. And then I thought I missed a polycap for a second there. 3 Space Marines were... Oh, yeah, the price is the sad thing. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, the price is awful. It is... God. Like, it's technically worse than Lego, because Lego Star Wars, you can look at and go like, okay, well, it's the licensing fee from Disney is why it's so expensive. But when it comes down to... 40K, there's no licensing fee. Games Workshop is making their own shit. It's just expensive for the sake of being expensive. Yeah. It's insane. Like, you can... I forget what the channel is, but there's literally just a guy who's like, yeah, you can just make, like, Titans and... You can make Titans and, like, Tau suits and whatnot out of Gunpla instead, and they look perfectly fine. They look really good. And he just, like, shows you how, like, you can just, you know, do so much of 40K is just, hey, unless you're playing, like, you know, competitive, just don't actually buy the kits and just make custom kits. So much of 40K feels like that at times. Like, it's not a good kit for the... It's not good quality a lot of times, that is true. Ooh. I actually remember seeing somebody, it was Brother Bohemond on Twitter, saying how, like, you know, like, how Gunpla actually mogs all over. Oh, there it is. I see. Mogs all over 40K kits on price and quality. And people are like, no, they don't. And it's just like, they do. They absolutely do. Like, part of the reason I build Gunpla and I'm not into 40K as much is because Gunpla is just way more accessible. Like, Gunpla, like, you know, like, 40K is like, oh, hey, we're gonna do a price hike, and it's like, yeah, our product of, like, a squad of Marines is gonna go from 120 to 100, like, $50, and it's like, they shouldn't have been 120 to begin with. It's a squad of Space Marines, bro. But then you have, like, Gundam, and it's like, we're very sorry, but with inflation and the economy, we have to increase our prices, and you're like, oh no, we're increasing them by $2. And it's only, like, you know, 10 kits, out of, like, their hundreds of kits, and you're just like, oh. Wow, that's a real shame. I'm really sad about that. $2 whole price increase. That's... I don't know if I can financially recover from that, Bandai. So you're reprinting them is what you're telling me, though. I'm just asking because I'm just, you know, just going through my wallet right now. And now you can build your Gundam miniatures. Ooh. Yee boy. What the hell is this piece for? Oh, that's the back of the arm. I still sometimes find it funny how the first kit I ever built on stream is the build that I hate the most. It's not even it's not bad to build, it's just utterly disappointing when you're done with it. But we have ranted about the high grade Gundam too many times on stream, so we're not doing it again today, but it sometimes still it's still funny to me how my least favorite kit was the first kit I built on stream. And my favorite kit is one that I could have built on stream, but I was just like, no. I just want to build this for myself. And I built it in like one night because it was just so damn good. Get the Nightingale. Get the Nightingale. It is an amazing build. I will always shill for the Nightingale. Oh, we missed a piece to cut out, chat. Oh, poo. No bother. There we go. This is falling off the back. Never twist your fucking gates off, chat. I'm just tired. I'm tired. That's no excuse, but I'm a bad influence. Do as I say, not as I do. I say while snorting massive amounts of cocaine. I'm not doing drugs, Twitch. That was a joke. I hate that so much about Twitch. Do the Neo Zeong on the stream. Fuck me. Firstly, I don't think my camera can go high enough for the Neo Zeong. I mean, I built the Statue of Liberty, but I think the Neo Zeong might be taller than the Lego Statue of Liberty, chat. And the Lego Statue of Liberty mogs on the mogs all over the Psycho Gundam. My brain is melting there for a minute. Mogs all over the Psycho Gundam in size. I honestly don't know if I have enough space to build. I don't know where the hell I display it. Actually, I literally don't know where the hell I display it. Everywhere is taken up already. Oh god, but I would possibly do this. I typically am not into super deforms, but the SD Neo Zeong does look nice, and I think Shagmami has it. I don't think she's built it, unless my memory is failing me. Why are you doing that? Hey, bad camera. I don't think that's happened with a Gunpla stream before, but I hate it when it does that. But I think Shagmami has one. I just can't remember for the life of me if she's built her super deformed Neo Zeong yet. But even like the super deformed, which is meant to be like really tiny, is still a pretty big boy. Like, it's literally meant to be like more space effective. It's still massive. Oh god. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. We need to track down the Master Grade Deep Strike. Oh god. I don't know. I saw a Master Grade of some Gundam gun. Oh no, I saw the high grade. I think of I think I saw the high grade of the Deep Strike at my local hobby store, because the box is so big. Fuck the Master Grade. No, the box for the high grade, it was a high grade, I specifically remember. I don't know if it's the Deep Strike, but it was for something from Gundam Seed. And I think it was like a, I'm guessing it's the Deep Strike, if it's like the big thing that it, like the Gundam goes into. But it was so big. It was with the perfect grade boxes, chat. Okay? That shit, I looked at and I was like, holy crap. It was like, actually wasn't too expensive. It was only like, I know it's gonna sound like I say it wasn't too expensive, but the perfect grades are like $200. This was like $120. So I was like, oh, you know, compared to that, it's not so bad. It wasn't, okay, I don't know what it is, but it was this massive freaking box. I don't know what it is, but it was literally the size of like a perfect grade box, but it was a high grade. The Meteor unit, probably then. Give me one moment. I feel like this is not going in properly. It's not plugging in properly, and I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Evidently I'm doing something wrong here because it's not plugging in. I don't know if you guys are into it, but I saw that new Helldivers, like the new Helldivers update where the Deep Strike is a universal sentry thing. Oh, okay. Well, the Deep Strike is literally just the meat. Oh yeah, okay. Because I was actually gonna say like the universal sentry has its own version that it's just literally the Gundam Seed version of the Deep Strike. God damn it. Yeah, the Deep Strike is the one where it's just like, yeah, we just made this like mobile, like this mobile weapons platform, and we just threw a Gundam in it because we're called Gundam. There's no real reason why a Gundam should be piloting this, and it shouldn't just be its own like super battleship thing, but like we're called Gundam, so like we just threw a Gundam in it, and the Gundam looks so damn tiny in it. The XS Deep Strike, remember oh, okay. Ooh. Here. Okay. Damn it. I just... Hold up. What am I doing wrong here? This... I think I'm just overthinking it, and I think it's just... I think the parts as they go on are just gonna secure it, because a lot of Iron-Blooded Orphan kits do that. I think the fact that it's not secure right now is just me being autistic. Let's see here. There we go. We have... And then we put this on. Did we pick the wrong piece? We picked the wrong piece. He chose poorly. Ooh. And you are out of alignment, because of course you are, because we can't have nice things. Okay. Very flush. Nice. Sadly, I literally have to deconstruct the armor just made to see why it's not aligned properly. What do you mean the peg doesn't fit? The entire purpose is for the peg to fit. How does the peg not fit? Okay. Oh, that is disappointing as all hell. The peg is literally too big to fit. Let me double check and make sure that this is... I don't think it would matter, would it? Hold up, are these symmetrical pieces right now? I don't know, this is the piece we took off. No. We literally have to be using this piece. Okay, so why are you being difficult with me? I guess the peg was just like off by a millimeter. Okay. Well, let's get these arms done. Let's hope that is not a reoccurring issue on this side. Let's just hope that was just a minor print issue. Yep, it fits perfectly fine over here. Some bad luck. I'm not gonna hold that against it. That just seems like luck of the draw. Ooh. If we have to customize another part of the build, I'd remember it, but I doubt that's gonna be a problem. There we go. And do you have pipes on the back of your arm? What is going on with you, Vidar? What a beautiful mech. And let's get the hands. And I think these are gonna be... These might be specific. Wait, no, okay, so no, it does have 4 hands. Where are the other hands? It does have 4 hands, it's just that they're not all on the same sprue. Okay, so thank you, Iron-Blooded Orphans, actually, for not freaking doing that to him. Thank you for not giving me PTSD. Thank you for being the one kit that actually does give me all the hands. That is very cool of you. Oh, it doesn't have open hands. Listen, we're not gonna ask for miracles from this kit, but turns out I was wrong, and I can admit that. And that's the wrong one. Okay. Actually, at the end of stream, I think I'm probably going to redirect you guys to Power Lines, even if his stream hasn't started yet, which it probably won't have. But he's doing Kingdom Come Deliverance, too. And he was pretty into Kingdom Come, and I feel like that would be a good place to redirect you. Oh, wow, these are... Huh. That's confusing. But that'd be a good place to redirect you, considering, you know, the theme of this month is supposed to be, like, nightly stuff. So redirecting you to a literal stream of a night game would be a good place to go. I was gonna stream Kingdom Come this month, but I wasn't into the first game because I kind of got a little too experimental early on at the opening, and it kind of slapped me in the face for it, and so that kind of spoiled my mood for the rest of the game. Because there's this... I understand it's the opening, it's gonna be more linear, but I don't know, it kind of just ruined the mood for me. I don't really blame the game, it's more this fact that I'm just a little cheeky bastard who pushing the limits. But it kind of killed the mood for me, so I probably won't be playing at least this month. I might give it a try in the future, but I'll probably wait until it's on sale or something. And then... Oh, wait a second. There's no polycap in the wrist. Awesome. God, I just love coming across little things like that. Early friction joints are just so cool to come across. So I think by this point they had phased out polycaps pretty standard. For wrist joints at least, it's still cool just to see stuff like that, because it's not, you're never 100% sure with mechs with builds this old. But let's get this all in one place, just to see how he's looking. And I just want to check. Oh, I'm very happy. I said earlier on when we got this one really messy that I hope it's a back piece, and well, I didn't really remember it, but it looks like I did by accident assemble it in the back, so I'm happy about that. There is the kit. Sadly, he doesn't lay out very well, but let's not hold that against him because that's nothing really to be ashamed about. But there he is. I'm going to bring it down a little so we can see him even better and in more detail, hopefully. So let's get him all above the line. And yeah, that's what we have so far for tonight. I know it's not a lot, but we did do a lot of the panel lining tonight. Iron-Blooded Orphan kits are pretty simple and pretty straightforward, so I expect the tomorrow stream to be relatively short in the grand scheme of things. like, where, yeah, because, I don't know, like, Iron Blood Orphans, to me at least, are, like, notoriously simple. Like, if I can get out the SIG run real quick, and I don't know if it's gonna convey it quite well, but if I can see, hold up, let me see if I can find the SIG run, which actually will be on the poll for this week again, simply because I need to fill out the poll for this week, but also I wanted to give it another shot at the belt, so to speak. So the SIG run will be on the poll again this week, if I can find it. I don't know where this is. I rearranged all my Gunpla recently to like store them better. So give me 1 minute. Might just have to do this next if I don't wait. Oh no, he's right here. He's just right under the Barbatos. Okay. We have like the SIG run here. Let me see if I can. It doesn't really convey how thin it is, but. Let me find a normal high-grade kit. We got like a lot of this is 1 minute. Okay. A lot of high grades in IBO are like pretty thin compared to like what you usually get. These are both IBO kits, but this one is on the right. More standard. A lot of them are pretty thin and simple. So it looks like this guy isn't breaking that pattern. That's not a point against him. That's just actually a great thing about the Iron Blooded Orphan kits, because they're so... Really, I was going to say they're so bare bones, but they actually have a lot going on with them. Iron Blooded Orphan kits have plenty going on with them, in the fact that they have a lot of... I'd say like... The inner frame is a lot more present in a high grade than what you typically get in high grades. I mean, I think his entire inner frame in his arm is present. His entire inner frame in his torso is present. Technically, like, it's arguable whether or not his inner frame in his head is present because his helmet's integrated. But, and it looks like, let me see here. It looks like possibly his, maybe his thighs aren't, but like everything from like the legs and feet are present for the inner frame. But this guy also has a lot of exposed inner frame as well, so I suppose that would also do it for him. But that should be the kit for tonight. I feel like I might have forgotten something here. Let me look at the art real quick. Double check that we have not forgotten anything. I don't know where the box is. I don't know where the top of the box is actually. Whatever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my head go off, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna redirect you guys, and I'm gonna do the sign off. So let's zoom in for the progress we've made today. The beautiful... It's actually a beautiful kit. It's like not the most high detail, but where it does have details, it's like where it counts. So it looks really, really nice. It's like, by high detail, I mean it's not like, say, a Gundam the Origin kit or something, but it's really a more matter of aesthetics than like being deep. But let me hope, pray that he has a waiting room up. Look up. Actually, I'll move the mic so I'm not getting sound distortion by doing this. But let me look up power lines. There he is. And it looks like he has a waiting room up, so I'm going to redirect you to that waiting room. Copy. If you'd like, go give him a look on YouTube. Okay. YouTube chat is not integrating back where I want it to, but... So, power lines, Kingdom Come, I don't know, Deliverance 2. So there is that for you guys. And then I will look for a place to redirect YouTube. Twitch. It doesn't look like, unless Twitch is lying to me and there's more of you here than, you know, than it's saying if there are. I'm gonna redirect you because I don't like to raid with too few people. So let's see here. I'm gonna redirect you to another person playing Kingdom Come Deliverance by coincidence. I just was like, hey, this is a person I haven't redirected to before. But it's Cleo 8, or 8. Ooh. Hag Love. There you go for Twitch. Okay. But thank you one and all for joining us today. Whether you've caught us live or in the VOD, you are appreciated. Whether you have chatted with us or you've just lurked. I love you, and I, would love to see you again tomorrow as we finish off the beautiful Gundam Vidar. And in the meantime, have a great day, a wonderful life, and remember, don't lose your head. This is Merrick Vespa signing off from me to you. We'll last reach the end of our broadcasting hours. And we will be back tomorrow at the same time.